God has placed it on my heart to be here and change my content because this is my kids' future, and nothing is going to change in the United States if we don't talk about the differences, and we need a whole bunch of education here. And I don't see, or at least I haven't found on the internet, many people that have gone into the middle. It's either left or right. And so if we're not explaining why we know what we know, that won't let the people on the right understand what's going on. And if you want to be Republican by coming into the middle. So I don't know if you can see this. The middle. That's where I'm at with PBS and NPR. If you're watching Fox, you're over here on the far right. And this comes from a media bias chart. So when you view Fox News, what they're telling you is actually the opposite of what they are signing and what they're doing in the courts, in the government. And that's what we are looking at a lot over here on the left. I call myself on the left now. So the reason this is because the 1% actually runs the far right media red pill pipeline. So they have convinced you that there is no global warming. But factually, because we deal with a lot of facts over here, factually, there is global warming. Now, the reason the red pill pipeline tells you that there's no global warming, because the 1% doesn't want to have government control or government regulations regarding their businesses. They want to take advantage of us and pollute, I misspelled that, pollute our air, our water, basically ruin our earth for their own financial gain. And so when we have people over here on the far right red pill pipeline believing that we don't have global warming, when factually we do, nothing's going to be solved. I mean, there's so many cases of this because over here they just believe that there's no global warming, but factually we know. So this is just one example. But there's so many like that. So I kind of want to interject myself into the middle here. So the problem is, how do we come up with bipartisan solutions knowing we have global warming, but also realizing that we, the working class have financial issues where we can't always, all of us have battery cars or electric cars or whatever. I mean, if we're going to just keep denying what's in reality over here and what's factual, I mean, it's going to be years and years of this back and forth, because those who are over here on Fox News, I know what they're being told. I grew up here. So they're being told to hate everything else that's over here, that this is the devil. They only care about the LGBTQ people. And so when they get stuck here on the far right red pill pipeline, they're not actually being exposed to factual information that is over here. So I just want my channel to be about educating and why we think what we think, so that we can get people here in the middle to come up with actual solutions. Because right now, the 1%, they just want to control the shit out of us. That's about it. And some of these people here have been on the red pill pipeline for way too long. They're not going to move over here. But we have a lot of people in the middle here who don't vote. We have probably a lot of people over here on the left who also don't vote. So this is just going to be an educational space where we learn, and I'm going to do it, educate as simplistic as I can because I'm also learning all of this. And with the global warming stuff, I mean, we have a lot of great people who are doing environmental work, like telling us to be eco-friendly. And I'm going to list resources more about who we can follow to learn about this. Not in this video, that will be in the next video. But the real way to make lasting change for our environment is to actually regulate the 1% and their businesses. And so it's going to take a lot of education and understanding by the rest of us over here who are willing to learn. And we're all going to have to work hard at making changes and being involved and educating ourselves on civics, because I know I have not learned about civics, and that's on me. There's a lot of things I need to learn too. So I just want to learn and teach what I'm learning so that anybody who comes here to the channel can learn along with me. And I want to list resources so other people can know where to access the information so they can dive deeper. And this is just a learning space. So I hope you guys will join me on this new adventure, and I hope this can, turn into something really awesome and we can make some lasting changes for our kids. That's really why I'm doing this. And as long as President Trump doesn't become a dictator and we continue to have free speech, I think it's going to be really, really important for us to continue to educate, continue to get out there and voting. And, education is key. And unfortunately, that has been lacking here in America, and also being involved in just a lot of things. We have a lot of work to do, guys.